All right, I'm going to do the three things that I learned from this recent power outage. We were without power for 53 hours, as some of you guys know. Um, it's a pretty crazy event. We had a huge windstorm, and that's what caused it. A lot of damage. Fortunately enough, I was somewhat prepared, so the fish you see here made it through. I only lost two fish. One was a fish that just came recently from the hospital tank a couple weeks back. He had an internal parasite or whatnot. So I don't know if he just wasn't quite well enough, or because they did go 6 days without food because I didn't feed him the entire time, and then I was actually out of town for the weekend. So um, kind of an extended period of time with no food, but I don't know if that killed him. And another, the Dominicromus quingi, my small one, that I actually just recently got. He also did not make it. First thing I learned was how much I really do, enjoy being a part of the community, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. IFG actually did a video referencing my situation a couple days back, which was awesome. But way beyond that, what he didn't mention is that he was texting me, quite often, multiple times a day, just to ask me if the power's back on, how everything's doing. Kind of going well above and beyond, what anybody really would do. That was really awesome. I also posted a Facebook post on 28 days or 28 hours with no power. I got multiple responses. Deb Tim, John Maximus Aquatics, Frankie Kenneth. The list goes on and on. Probably 15, 20 names that reached out to me. Hoping everything works out. Expressing goodwill. And that's just awesome, guys. I mean, for doing something that's, from complete strangers, basically, other than the videos and limited interaction on Facebook, to take their time to, express their concern and, wishing wells and whatnot, really awesome. So definitely reminded of the greatness of this community. Second thing I learned is to have a generator or some sort of backup plan. I'm not going to turn this into a generator commercial that you guys should buy one. But if you choose to, it's your own choice, obviously. If you choose to, do it just like you would a fish tank. You want to get the biggest possible. And the reason I say that is with my generator, I have a Generac 3300. I believe it was right around $400 at Lowe's, but at Home Depot or wherever you get one from, that was the size. I actually wanted a bigger one, but I didn't really want to jump to the $700-800 range, so obviously that's the one I went with. It basically powered all four of my tanks, the canister filters, the heaters, the wave makers. It even had the lights, even though I didn't turn them on. They actually could have been powered on if I really wanted to. It also, though, which this is where it kind of goes above and beyond, it ran my refrigerator, it ran a TV, and it ran a DVD player. Now during this power outage, my kids' school was damaged, so they didn't have school for 2 days. So you can imagine 3 kids sitting in the house with no electronics, no nothing, in this day and age, and we don't have any Monopoly or anything like that sitting around. So having the TV, sitting with the kids, watching movies, enjoying, food or whatnot because our refrigerator was operable. Definitely was the way to go. So like I said, if you do decide to get a generator, go with the biggest route possible. That way you maybe even could sell it to the significant other as more than just about the fish. It can be about, maintaining the family. So, and finally, number 3, guys, of what I learned is if you do decide to get a generator, make sure you have the accessories necessary for a generator to, be successful for you. Basically what that means is a 5-gallon gas can. Obviously, if you fill that up, you probably want to put some fuel stabilizer in it. Extension cords. It's one of those things that where nobody really talks about extension cords, and it's something you don't think about. But obviously, with a generator, that's what runs it. The generator powers through extension cords. I was fortunate enough that with my exterior Christmas stuff, that I had just enough extension cords to power everything I needed. However, if I obviously would have gotten a bigger generator with more power, I wouldn't have been able to power pretty much anything else because I had no more extension cords. So those are basically the 3 things I learned. I always say chance favors the prepared, and whether it's a generator, a battery backup, you know, whatever plan you guys have in, you know, for yourself. Water changes. Fortunately enough on that, I did do a water change on my 75 gallon right before the storm. Actually, it was by chance. It wasn't it wasn't planned. But I was fortunate enough with city water here, we never lost water, so I did do a 20% water change on the 180 and the 125. I did not do the 220. Basically, I was thinking that it might stress the fish. Honestly, the stress was probably all me because, like I said, everything was running on the tank, so they probably weren't stressed at all. But I was obviously a little bit stressed by it, so that's really about it, guys. Hopefully you learned a little bit from this video. Like I said, anything you do is your decision. It's your fish. It's your money. And other than that, this is just a stupid fish video. Take care.